So, real story. Many times our Gurudev and our Acharyas, actually not much publicized, but situations have come where the little prasadam cooked because no many people came. It has happened many times, even here also. But yeah, so nothing. What else? But I'll tell you, no shortage. Somehow, so like that. Now, now in the both places like Vrindavan and Navadvip, meaning material, place, time, there is no thinking like that. No? This Kala, Desha. So, but Krishna Nama does one thing. What does it do? He looks at aparadha, offenses. And the one who is offensive person, even if crores of life, if he does Krishna Kirtan, he may not obtain Krishna Prem. But Gaur Nityananda, they don't think like this. They don't think. They don't see the background, like we were telling other day. As soon as they take their name, the love comes, and also Ashruda, the tears. Comes. In their heart, that love takes birth, and then the tears in the eyes. Same way as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gauradham is also very generous, and Mahavadanaya. That's why we say Mahavadanaya, most magnanimous, most beneficent. Namo Mahavadanaya. Gauradham is also and also he said, without the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then this Dham, now this Dham, Vrindavan Darshan and Krupa, the mercy and then Darshan of Vrindavan Dham is not possible. And then Krishna Dham, but on the other hand, you see, it's amazing. But on the other hand, both are same, there is no difference. But the bhav, the emotion, Gauradham, Krishna Dham. They also Chinmaya, they also alive, meaning they are Chetana, understand? It is not Jada. They are not Jada. And both are also same area wise, 16 kosa, they say. In Vrindavan Dham, how Yamuna, Govardhan, Rasastali, Radhakund, Shamakund, so many major forests, sub-forests, they're all there in the secret way, Navadvip. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Sundar, he's doing his, eternal pastimes there. And if we go under the footsteps of the pure Gaura Bhaktas, through the medium of Nama Sankirtan, most auspicious, most living entity, you can experience the is the eternal leelas, pastimes. You can experience it. To obtain bhakti, the desire, right? The desire to have Shuddha Bhakti. For such kind of practitioners like us, we have to be careful about the Nam Aparad, offenses against the Nam, service, Seva Aparad, Dham Aparad, only place. Like that, we have to in a completely. Now, those people who go to have darshan of Sri Dham or Parikrama, they enter Dham. We have to be careful. We have to save ourselves from doing the Dham Aparad. Nam Aparad, Dham Aparad. Navadip Dham Aparad, like that, Dham Aparad. There are also 10 of them. Now, if you know this in detail, then we will save ourselves. So, Gurudev is telling what are those. Now, one who is taking around this holy Dham, as a guide or something, it may be Sri Guru or some sadhu, you should not disobey them. You should not disobey them. So we should not think that Dham is temporary. Actually, if you listen to all these lectures, the way we will talk about 8-10 days like that, then you will understand each one of them. How Dham is actually eternal. Some pastimes are there. Markandeya Rishi, then you will see. Then Dhamavasi, one who is staying in those, living in those Dham, and also Parikrama, people who are doing, those devotees, we should not harm them, or we should not think, oh, they are inferior or like that. No, caste. They belong to this caste, this caste, or himsa, meaning injury, violence. In any way, kaya vacham also, by words, by inner mind, or by doing. You should not do it. Now, as long as you stay in the Dham, living in the Dham, we should not do samsarika vishay, meaning like a mundane samsara, living thing, understand, putting into practice. Those things we should not do. Now, in the name of serving the Dham or the devotee there, we should not do like business and then gain some wealth, like that. Also, we should not think that Dham is with our jada buddhi, meaning inert buddhi. It is also like like ordinary place. It's also like some other place, Tirthapla. Then, I can measure the Dham, so many kilometer miles like that. And then do like that. So, we should not do that. then not do any sinful activity. We should not see the difference between Navadip Dham and Vrindavan Dham. Also, we should not criticize the scriptures glorifying the Dham. See, to think the glories of Dham, oh, it is somebody's, mental concoction, not having faith in that, that we have to give up that, this thing. So just like Nam, this step. Our Param Gurudev, he brought out, what is that? This, the scripture we are referring to is Navadip Dham Mahatma. The greatness, the glories of Navadip Dham. Really great, Only when you experience it or listen to the whole thing, then you will see. Our taste to go there or to recite or to hear grows many, many times. So, great. I think it is already there, but we have to somehow it should be unwrapped. So, in that he says, the one who revealed this scripture is Bhaktivinoda Thakur, or whatever scripture we are talking. If you know the greatness of the author, then our faith, that's why he's describing something about the Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Of course, most of us heard about it, but hearing again from this point of view doesn't that's very good. Because Bhaktivinoda, we have to be grateful. Suppose if you have not revealed this, okay, this scripture is also a living thing. It has been revealed. He made it accessible to all of us. You understand? See, it's how I was giving. Suppose you do research. You give PhD or DS, whatever. Before you brought it out, you think it was there already, right? Is it not? Can we do anything new under the sun? There is nothing new under the sun. Understand? We become aware of it. So we have to be grateful to one who made it aware. He brought it to our eyes, attention to our attention. You understand? So we have to be grateful to that. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he took, he appeared. Of course, he is the eternal Parikar, eternal Krishna. But still, he appeared in this world near Yogapit, Mayapur, called Veeranagar. Then he obtained his education in Calcutta, city Calcutta. He was a very sharp person, very sharp intelligence. From his childhood itself, he was filled with so much devotional activity. Then he studied so many schools, colleges. Then he showed through Bengali, English languages his very influential thoughts. Then he came to Orissa. there he became a ticket, ticket, huh? Became a deputy magistrate. See, at that time India was under British rule. Yeah, Indian becoming a deputy magistrate is unthinkable. But you can imagine how influential, how intelligent that person must be. Even a Britishers forced to accept it, you know. So there caretaker of Jagannath temple. That time he was running very nicely, service to Jagannath. At that time there was one very in deep in the forest. There was one yogi, Vishwakshena, his name. By his power of yoga, he's producing fire in his head, so many things. So people were obviously attracted. Wow, look at this fire coming out of it. Like that. He also said he himself is Krishna. He claimed. And then he made a bold statement that on Purnima day I will do rasa. So all the ladies nearby villages, they were thinking of taking place, but the people in the villages, they were all worried. What is this nonsense? So they brought it to the notice of the government. But then the government said, oh, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they sent him, you take care of this. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he claimed that he is Jagannath, he is Krishna, then he challenged him. And then there, without any taking food or anything, he left his body. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur was also a little affected, for a while. Then he was everywhere, wherever he goes, he was preaching Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotion, as be taught and practiced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is one thing. He practiced and then preached, did both. So whenever he gets, when he was a magistrate, see, is amazing. He did not took any work from the office to the home, right? Sometimes, let me complete this work in the home. No. He was judge. Right there he gave verdict. No, nothing to go back, think about that. So, and if you look at his lifestyle, blows your mind. What time you usually go to bed? 9, 10, right? Most of us. What time is to get up? 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Is to go to take rest around 7 o'clock. 2 hours rest, 2.5. Gets up at 9:30, 10, chant 64 rounds. And does all the shastras, writing, printing. You think there was current in that time? Okay. No computers. Printing, you have to see, See, if you say, in English, I will give you an example. Example, for example. EXAMPLE, right? How to set it? You have to take each word, like there were small words, right? Little pieces. E, then put in a needle there, X next to it, A, like that. MPL. Can you get the point what I'm saying? Then you have to arrange it, one page. In one page, so difficult. You get the point? How long it will take? Like that, so many. Then you print, and then how to change the correction? Get the point? So difficult process. Still, they produce so many books. Bye. can not even dream what they gone, what they have done. Such a human service. But so precise, it's not that they write once, oh, someone has to edit it, oh, I have to read again, change it. No. Param Gurudev, see, Gurudev remember, Param Gurudev, people are coming, he is talking to them, and then parikrama is going on, he is busy. At the same time, he is dictating articles to Vaman Maharaj. And he is talking, and then there is no review or anything. Just so, but our acharyas, each one of them. So, our Parama Bhakti Prajna Keshav Maharaj, he's telling, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. One time Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, oh, let me go and retire in Vrindavan. So he started going there. When he came to a place called Tarakeshwar, Shiva temple, border between Bengal. There Mahadeva, Shiva, came in his dream and told him, oh, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you are going to Vrindavan, but you have to stay here now, and you have to do so many service to Rajadham, Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Gauradham, Gauranam, Gaurang Mahaprabhu. It is still there. Place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then Deepa, Parikrama and all that, you have to start, you have to revive. See, in this Parikrama, who is taking Parikrama? Nityananda Prabhu himself. Whom he is taking? Mainly Jiva Goswami. Jiva, small boy at that time. And then who is accompanying Jiva? Srivas Thakur, Srivas, and like that. Om Shivadan, like that. And all accompanying, many other devotees. So, and how many times they get the vision of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva dance? So many times. You will hear to that, So you have to reveal all that. So then, hearing the word of Mahadev, Mahadev is Parama Vaishnava. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur came back to Mayapur, and then he made a living place in Godrum Deep, and then he revealed the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. To verify it, if he says, oh, this is the place, not like that. He brought the greatest Vaishnava, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And then Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, almost 140 years. 140 years old. His eyes were completely closed. To see, you have to make it like this. You have to physically open like this. And he has to be carried in a basket. So, like that he brought from Vrindavan. And then as soon as Baba came there, such a old, elderly person, could not even walk. He jumped up on the basket. 10, 12 feet, jumping up and down, dancing. Wow, this is the place, this is the place. My most worshipable Lord, appear this place. So there was no more, proof needed, Second edit. Then he started Janmashtami and then, program there, Yoga Pita. Then He also brought out Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to the world. Okay, he spearheaded the desires. He gave a shape to the desires of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then he preached what is being practiced and taught by Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Not only Bengal, not only in India, even around the world. So, and in that one, he says, now how did he do Bhaktivinoda Thakur? He thinks he himself did. No, he said, he gives a precedent. Now he himself says, Bhaktagane Ajna Dila Chaitanya Ichchai, Nadiya Mahatma Varni Bhaktir Krupa. जे अवधि श्री चैतन्य अप्रकट हैला धामलीला प्रकाशिते भक्ते आज्ञा दिला. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself disappeared, then Lord himself gave himself permission, he ordered for the devotees to make this world Navadip Dham, Punah, again Prakat, again appear, again to declare whole world, to make it open. He has given order. Now the devotees asked Bhaktivinoda Thakur to do this. Now he is considering the Gauranga Mahaprabhu's desire order is flowing through the devotees. That's why I'm describing this Navadip Dham Mahaprabhu. Then the another thing he does is, at the end of each chapter he says, Nityananda Sri Jahannava Adesh Paya Varnila Navadip Ati Dina. I'm being so low, and then by the order of Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Jahannava Devi, I'm describing this Navadip Dham. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like I was telling before, more than 100 books in different languages. He was expert in almost 8-9 different languages, including Arabic and then European language. Among the main books that he brought out, the difference between his books and the other books are other worldly books. Worldly books meaning coming out of our worldly mind. Understand? But his books are not coming from him. Transcendental mind. And they are living. These books are also living. They have appeared, they have disappeared. Now he is making them appear. So we can see, we can get benefit out of that. So that's why these books are actually Chinmaya. Even though you might say, oh, wait a minute, this word name, the alphabet letters, they're all, word. But behind is actually Chinmaya, I hope you understand what I'm saying. So, Bhakti Tattva Vivek, Srimad Mahaprabhu Shiksha, the instruction of Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Shikshamrita, Jaiva Dharma, Jaiva Dharma ki Jai Ho. Then Bhajan Rava Taranga, Sharanagati, Kalyana Kalpataru, Gitavali, Yamuna Bhavavali, Vaishnava Siddhanta Mala. श्री नवदीप धाम महात्म्य, भागवतार्क मरीचिमाला, अम्नया सूत्र, कृष्ण संहिता, दत्त कौस्तुभ, प्रेम प्रदीप, श्री हरिनाम चिंतामणि, तत्व सूत्र, then so many comments, Amrita Pravaha, then Gita, Rasika Ranjan, like that, so many. That's why we call him a Saptama Goswami, Vaishnava Thakur, Satchidananda, Gaura Shakti Swarupa, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Such a personality. Now, so we are praying at the lotus feet of Bhakti Vinod Thakur to bless us to get into this, the glories of Navadip Dham. You understand? That is the indication. So, in this one, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Mangalacharana doing, glorifying Navadip Dham, Navadip Chandra. Sachi Sutta. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra, Sachi Sutta. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. Jaya Jaya Sri Advaita Prabhu Mahashaya. Gadadhar Srivas Pandita Jaya Jaya. Jaya Navadvipa Dham Sarva Dhama Sar. Jaya Navadvipa Vasi Gaura Parivar. So beautiful. Pade Karya Pranam Sankshepe Varniba Ami Navadvip Dham. He's paying obeisances at all these devotees. Dham. And then in a very short form he is trying to describe the Dham. Then what is the glories of Navadvip? Navadvip Mandaler Mahima Apar Brahma Adi Nai Jane Varna Bhagyaka. Navadvip Dham glories is unlimited. Even Brahma cannot know the glories of this. Then how one can describe this like me? That's what he's saying. Even Nagashesha with the thousands of wood mouths, and then Mahadev, they cannot be able to do, they are unable to do. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire is very powerful. By the desire of the devotees, of his devotees, with their mercy, with their order, he orders someone. So Lord's desire is the desire of the devotees. So also he is telling there is something very secret. That secret to tell that secret there is no desire, but on the other hand, without telling it, he cannot remain quiet also. Now he is stuck. There's a desire. He has no desire to tell it, but he cannot keep it quiet without telling it. Sometimes our acharyas feel like that. It is, but in any case, they will reveal. Gaur Govind Maharaj also, I don't know how he felt sometime like that. Gaura, they are so beautiful. He doesn't want to reveal all this, but he cannot keep quiet. So That time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he disappears, that time, he gave, devotees um, to Prakash, to make it, to glorify, to reveal, that. Now the Maya, what she does is good avatar, Chaitanya. If you look at the scriptures, Shastras, the most secret appearance of is most secret, which is kept secret, is appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even if you try to say, it will not appear. See, one time I was telling you about the Spotavada. I don't know if we got into detail or not. Spotavada meaning, suppose we spell water. You know water, what is water, right? But when exactly that meaning, that thing, we get into that. When we say T-E-R, when we say W, and when we say A, W is already gone, right? W-A-T-E-R, only thing in last. How that can give us the meaning of the water? See what I'm saying? Or even if you say whole thing water, it takes certain time. Understand? What exactly, what is that? How we are getting that meaning? How we are that thing, feeling is coming. Hey, water, hey, this is water, sustain, life sustain, right? You get the point? So in Shastra, they call it something called spota meaning, uh, like explosion, explosion. It's explode, that means. How that is the, Lord's. So, same way, it may be black and white in front of us, but unless the Lord allows it to we understand, we cannot understand. So, that's why this abhaktas, even though it is there black and white, they will not, cannot understand. It will not take birth in their mind, in their chitta, in their intelligence. They will not able to grasp it unless Lord inside will enable us. That's why Maya Devi kept it secret for a long time. Then, even then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though here and there a little bit, clues are there, because Maya Devi, she covered them from the ordinary people. But when Maya Devi understood it's the desire of the Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then she removed her covering, like a net of invisibility, something like that. She took away, so it becomes visible. Then Nishkapat, one who are not envious of the people, he made it disappear, that thing. So, by the order of those devotees, because that is the order of desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm taking an endeavor. So then it says, now when we say, when one thinks that I am the most intelligent person, then there is no one most unfortunate than that person. Huh? What you mean, huh? Without the mercy of Lord, huh? uh, then we will fall into the, doing this bad logic, illogic things. Huh? So, also, now what is Baddha Jiva? The condition Jivas doing things, they are doing so many things. Logic, yoga, in samsara, family life and all that. For what? To obtain happiness, isn't it? We are all endeavoring these things to get little happiness, is it not? As someone gives up the samsara, goes to the forest. Then a king goes to declare war to obtain happiness. Then some people go behind Kamini, like ladies, wealth, so that they can feel they can be happy. Then Shilpa, one who does architect and like that, just to be happy. Then some people searching for happiness, at the end, what they say, they give up the search for happiness. Then they said it is better to tolerate, how to tolerate the suffering. They give instruction like that. So in reality, he's saying what is Nityananda Prabhu is telling to obtain happiness. He's saying, Nityananda Prabhu is saying how he's lifting both hands, like this. Both hands is saying, okay, hey Jiva, hey living entity, you give up this complicated karma, jnana, don't fall into that trouble. You come near me, he's saying. For that happiness that you are so much trouble, I will give you very easily. You don't have to work hard for that. For exchange, I will not take anything from you. There is no, with this process, there is no difficulty for you. There is nothing to spend, no expenses on your part. There is no tolerance of suffering in this. You can give up all kinds of thinking, just Gaurana, take Gauranga Mahaprabhu's name, dance, that's it. The happiness that I'm going to give you, there is no equivalent to that. It is not possible at all. In that there is always Vimala Ananda, transcendental happiness. There cannot be any false or in it. So like this, Nityananda Prabhu is offering impossible even for Brahma. Even then, most unfortunate people, because of their karma dosha, because of their own faulty karma activities, they are not able to take it. But even one time take the name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu's name, immediately unlimited the faults of karma gets destroyed. The only means for happiness is actually in this Kali Yuga. So that's why he's telling, but listen, I'm revealing one greatest secret. In the age of Kali, for the living entities, the wealth in the form of Gaura Leela is most Mahatvapurna, most beneficent, most greatest. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan, in the form of Sri Radha Krishna, with his Sakhis, doing his vilasa. So he's glorifying like that. Then he's saying, even though there is unlimited aparadas, in the age of Kali, without Gaurana, we cannot be delivered. That's why without Gaura, there is not possible in this age of Kali. There is no other plan, other fire, other escape. So, Tara Sakshi. And then he giving example of all this. Example of Jagai Madai. But, Jagai Madai, there were two brothers. Then, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, they obtained. Became greatest, Bhagavas. So many others. As we go on, we can. So Navadvipa. So now it says, if you go for Tirtha, now see people, there are so many Tirthas in India. You go Gangotri, Yamnotri, so many, right? It's very difficult even to go to one. So suppose you go to all the Tirthas, you are going around. What the fruit that you obtain going all the Tirthas, you know what? Just by remembrance of Navadvip Dham, just by remembrance, Smarana Matra say, you get to obtain the same fruit as if you went through all these dham, all the tirthas. But you understand the implication? Just by remembrance. So great this dham. Just by remembrance. That's why I was telling you, like Manasika Punya, right? Manasika Papa, you remember? Just by in your mind thinking, wherever you are, now deep down, just remember, early morning or whenever, or any time, is equivalent to going, visiting all the holy dham. Remember, I was giving the example of Krishna, Mother Yashoda looking into the mouth of Krishna, right? What he showed? Himself Mother Yashoda looking into his own mouth and so everything else. So this dham is also just by remembering, it's like you are touching all the dham, you know. Why? You understand? By remembrance of Navadip Dham, you will be touching all the dhams in the whole world. You know. Why? Jai Navadip Dham ki jai. So then one will take darshan of Navadip Dham by many lifetime. You know, Krishna Prema he will obtain. Then it says, look at this, you know. Navadip Brahmite se pade pade pai koti ashwamedha pal sarva shastra gai. Meaning, when we do Navadip Dham Parikrama, right? With each steps, right? With each step. By each, what is the fruit that you get obtained for each step? You know, crores of millions of Ashwamedha Yajna pal. Fruit of doing Ashwamedha Yajna. You know, the Ashwamedha Yajna is very difficult. In Kali Yuga, I think we cannot be done. Only Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira Maharaj able to do by the direction of Krishna. To do one, you need so much, so much arrangement, unthinkable. But every step we take in Navadip Dham is like, you know, millions of Ashwamedha Yajna, understand? Unimaginable. So, like, then it says, you stay for 100 years at Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Haridwar, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Ujjain, or Dwarka. These are all called Sapta Tirtha, 7 Tirthastha, right? If you stay for 100 years in each of them, the fruit that you get out of that, Are boy, hey brother, Navadip Dham. If you stay one night in Navadip Dham, you get the same fruit. Get it? Are you any guarantee that you will live for 100 years? Tell me. And all those 100 years, are you going to live in one of these places? Maybe one day, 2 days, right? You understand? But in Navadip Dham, one night you can, right? Or in your thinking. But you get the same thing. Can you imagine? That's why Jai Navadip Dham ki Jai. Navadip Dham Mahatma ki Jai. Beyond our mind. So, Taraka Paraka, you know. See, Taraka Paraka Vidya Dvaya Avirita. Navadvipa Vasi Gane Seve Riti Mata. Meaning what? In this material world. The education you need to cross over this material world, right? Which is binding us. You understand? Paraka. Paraka meaning the education that can fulfill all our desires. These two education vidyas, all the time, in a very beautiful way, it will serve those who are living in Navadip Dham. So that itself is serving the person who stays in Navadip. But otherwise, we are all after Paraka, Paraka, right? But they no. They are trying to serve you. So that's how greatness of Navadip Dham. Our time is up, and also we finished the first chapter in this Navadip Dham. And all glories to Maudik Dham. Bah, really, so we are fortunate, We have to be very, very grateful to our Guru Parampara who revealed it. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur who revealed it. And then Nityananda and Janara who inspired Bhaktivinoda Thakur to make it revealed. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And the Dham itself, Dham also must have desire to reveal this. That's why these things. Jai Navadvip Dham Mahatma ki Jai Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Any questions? No, it was audible.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. There is no question. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Please continue.
Gurudev, sorry. So tomorrow, same time?
Yeah, same time.
Okay. Thank you, Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Dandavad Pranam.
Hello.
Dandavad Pranam, Gurudev. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you all for joining. So we'll see you all tomorrow, same time, India time, 3:30 p.m. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Pranam.